Welcome to Missouri Sports Talk. I'm your host, Cameron Staley. Today, we've got Missouri High School Baseball large school predictions. This last week of picks was incredible for me. In the large schools, I went 14-2, overall 26-5. Hopefully, we can replicate that this week. Here's Class 4 scoreboard, the finals from this past week. Southern Boone over Booneville 1-0. Logan Rogersville defeats Branson 6-4. Sullivan over Eldon 12-3. Benton defeats Savannah 10-0. Warrensburg over Harrisonville 2-1. And Mexico versus Moberly does not happen. Harrisonville versus Clinton in our Class 4 scoreboard. I will take Harrisonville here 7-4 against Clinton since 2016. They're looking better against common opponents, and they've got a plus 6.5 run differential. Mexico versus Eldon. The Bulldogs had the matchup history 9-2 since 2016. Eldon, their arms not playing great so far this year, allowing 6.1 runs per game. I think Mexico takes advantage of that. Southern Boone versus Moberly is the Class 4 game of the week. I will take Moberly here. They won 4-0 back on March 27th, so these two teams are matching up for a second time this season. This one in the Southern Boone Classic. The last one was at Moberly. The Spartans are allowing 2.4 runs per game. Pitching staff playing really well. I will take Moberly on the road. Benton versus Platte County. I will take the Pirates in this one. A 2-0 matchup history. They need to find their footing. I think this is a good one if they win it to get back on track going into the playoffs. They are the defending state champions in Class 5. Excelsior Springs versus Winnetonka. I will take Excelsior Springs here. They have 5 straight wins against Winnetonka. Similar averages between these two teams. I just think the Tigers so far this season have put together some more key wins. Savannah versus Chillicothe. This one got me into a little trouble last year. I took Savannah winning the district championship over Chillicothe. Well, Chillicothe goes on and wins state, and they were not happy about that pick, and I heard about that this season. And you know what? I do this for fun. It's for free. I don't get paid to do these. So if you're holding something against me from a year ago, that is on you. So I think that's a maturity thing. But hey, I do stuff for high schoolers, so that comes back to me there. So not a big deal. But you know what? It is what it is. The predictions. They can make people happy. They can make people mad. That's just part of the job here. I will take Chillicothe this time, though. You know what? Let's go on their side. The Hornets, they won 8-2 against Savannah back on March 31st. So this is the second matchup between the two. They have similar averages. I think Chillicothe, they are in the top 10. They've had a better season so far. I will go with them here. Class 5 from this past week. Farmington over North County 3-1. Willard defeats Neosho 8-5. Camdenton and Bolivar does not happen. Chaminade puts up 20 on Fort Zumwalt East. 20-4 is the final. St. Dominic over Father Tolton 11-4. And Nixa defeats Carl Junction 6-5. Here's the Class 5 scoreboard for this week. Warrensburg versus Booneville. I will go with Warrensburg. They are down in the matchup history 2-5 since 2016. They're having an incredible season, though. I believe we've got them at number 9 in Class 5 right now, allowing 3.3 runs per game. Webb City versus Neosho. We have Webb City at number 1 in Class 5 right now. They are playing incredible ball. 10-2 matchup history against Neosho since 2016, and they are looking better against common opponents. I got to go with the Cardinals. Rockwood Summit versus Oakville. I will take Rockwood Summit in this one, 4-1 in the matchup history since 2017. These guys scoring 7.3 runs per game. They've slipped up in a few of the games here recently. This is a good one to get back on track, though. Hillsboro versus Marquette. This is the first matchup between the two. I am taking Marquette. They're scoring 7.4 runs per game. Hillsboro, they are allowing 4.7 a game. I think that plays into the Mustangs' strengths here. Marshfield versus Logan Rogersville is the Class 5 game of the week. I will go with Logan Rogersville in this one. They've got the matchup history 7-2 since 2016, a plus 5.8 run differential. They are number 1 in Class 4. I have them as my state favorite for sure. I think they win this one here. Fort Zumwalt East versus Francis Howell Central. I will go Central in this one. 2-1 matchup history since 2016. They're only allowing 3.1 runs per game. East, they are on a cold streak right now. Picked up a few losses here as of late. I think that that will be a good thing for Howell Central in this one, and they pick up a win on the road. Class 6 scoreboard from this past week. Marquette loses to Eureka at home, 5-1. Liberty over Central St. Joseph in extra innings, 11-8. Liberty North defeats Ray-Pec 9-3. Lafayette Wildwood over Howell Central 3-2. Howell goes on the road and defeats Glendale 6-2. And Staley comes to Columbia and wins it 4-2 over Rockbridge. Here is the Class 6 scoreboard for this week. Jackson versus Seckman is where we will start off. I will go with Jackson here. 4 straight wins against Seckman. These guys are scoring 8 runs per game. They put a few wins together here as of late. We've got them at number 6 in Class 6. I think they get it done here. Blue Spring South versus Lee's Summit. 8-8 against each other since 2016. I'm going with the team in the top 10, the Blue Spring South Jaguars, scoring 8.5 runs per game this season. Lee's Summit, they're a solid team, but they've definitely taken a pretty good amount of losses, and I think this is going to be another one. Francis Howell versus SLU. It was tough not making this one the Class 6 game of the week because I'm excited for this one. 2 top 10 teams. They are 2-2 against each other since 2023. They've got nearly identical averages. I will go with the team that has looked better so far this year, SLU. CBC versus Rockbridge. I went back and forth on this one. I ended up going with the team that has been floating around the top 10 this season. Rockbridge, they are 3-3 against each other since 2017. Nearly identical averages, just like the Howell and SLU game. So it was really tough making a pick here, but I will go with the Road Bruins. Liberty versus Liberty North is the Class 6 game of the week. Liberty North holds the matchup history lead, 13-9 since 2016. They're at number 2 in Class 6. We got Liberty at number 3 in Class 6. I'm going to go with a technical upset here. Give me the Liberty Blue Jays stealing that number 2 spot in the rankings, maybe even number 1 if they end up having a really good week and Staley loses one as well. Liberty, they are allowing 3.1 runs per game. These two teams haven't gotten the opportunity to match up yet this season, so I'm really excited to see how this one goes between 2 bitter rivals. Staley versus Raymore Peculiar. I will go Staley here. 3-2 matchup history lead since 2023. They've won 14 of their last 15 games. They are looking incredible down the stretch. They started 6-9 this season, went to the Columbia tournament, and it all clicked. They've only lost 1 game in the last 15, like I said, starting at the Columbia tournament. So this is a team that is very hot right now. I think they've got a good shot at the state championship. It's between them and then Liberty and Liberty North, like I just said. I think those are really the 3 contenders right now. I think we end up with a KC area Class 6 champion this year. I don't know who it'll be, though. Maybe next week, once we start diving into district play, that I'll have more of a clear thought on that one. So Staley is the pick there for the last one. I will be at Centralia versus Blair Oaks, like I mentioned on Tuesday. Tomorrow, on Friday, if you're watching this on Thursday. That's all we got for today. This has been Missouri Sports Talk. We'll see you next time.